Did you ever think you were sad just because your day was bad? Or happy because you saw a friend's post? The truth is, you might have been a lab rat in the largest psychological experiment in human history. In 2012, in complete silence, Facebook decided to tamper with the most dangerous thing you possess, your emotional state. It wasn't a glitch in the algorithm. It was a carefully calculated experiment. They wanted to know, can we make humans depressed? Can we control their feelings without them ever knowing?
Imagine sitting in an office in California, holding the power to influence 689,000 souls in a single moment. The researchers at Facebook didn't ask, is this ethical? They asked, is it possible? They isolated users into groups. One group was shielded from all positive news, while another was shielded from all negative news. Imagine the feeling. You have no idea that the world you see on your screen is being manipulated at the push of a button. They stole your ability to feel normally. In the heart of Facebook's Menlo Park headquarters, there were no researchers in white lab coats, just engineers in casual wear. Adam Kramer, the mastermind behind it, stood behind the screen. Kramer didn't see people. He saw a system. He was obsessed with one idea: emotional contagion. He believed emotions were like a virus. If you planted a sad word on someone's page, the infection would spread like wildfire through their network. Kramer didn't just observe. He chose to play God to this tiny digital world. He sat behind the control panel, pulling strings that separated friends and planted misery in hearts. Like a game of chess, but the pieces were the real emotions of thousands of humans. And here lies the true horror. The results weren't just numbers. People exposed to negative posts started writing depressing posts themselves. They succeeded in transmitting an emotional contagion. Do you realize what that means? They created a digital emotional virus. Imagine opening your phone to see news of a friend's death or a breakup and realizing it wasn't a coincidence, but a design. Why didn't anyone scream? Because they manipulated you gently. That is the horror of technology. Facebook didn't put a gun to your head. They put an algorithm in your heart. During those 6 weeks in 2012, every positive post you missed reduced your chances of seeing the world in a better light. It was a silent, secret, and terrifying experiment. When it was exposed, they didn't offer a sincere apology. They coldly stated, "We wanted to improve the service." Does improving the service require turning human emotions into chess pieces?
What many don't know is how this monster actually worked. In 2012, the EdgeRank algorithm was the absolute ruler. This algorithm was like a scale, deciding what was worth seeing and what should be buried in darkness. Imagine your friend posts a happy update, but the monster decides to hide it from you, simply because it wants you to remain in the low mood that serves the experiment. Sorting, frequency, and content type were all manipulated. There was no such thing as coincidence. There was only a test engineer deciding the color of your day.
Now, you might tell yourself, that happened in 2012. I'm fine now. But ask yourself, why are you still watching this video? Is it because you want knowledge? Or is it because the algorithm made you click? You are now living in a world designed by engineers who have never met you, yet they know exactly what makes you angry and what makes you cry. We don't use social media. We are used by it. Before we end, I want you to face a real challenge. Look at your activity log on these platforms over the last 24 hours. Now, ask yourself this hard question honestly. If I were the manager of the algorithm, would I have chosen this content for me based on what I truly love, or based on what keeps me scrolling endlessly? There is a terrifying gap between what you want and what the algorithm needs from you. If you discover that most of your time is wasted on content that adds nothing but visual addiction, then you have fallen into the trap designed back in 2012. The challenge is, I'll give you 20 seconds now. Close your eyes and think of one thing you truly wanted to search for today, away from the homepage. If you can't find it, know this. You are not the user, you are the product. The truth is, we have entered an endless loop. The 2012 experiment didn't end. It only evolved. Today, true power isn't in money. It's in whoever holds the key to your emotions. I'm sharing this story not to make you afraid, but to wake you up. Every time you set your phone aside, you win against this experiment. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you feel you control what you feel on these platforms? Or